His ultimate team of the season is here, and I mean, I can't lie, this Lanzini looks absolutely dope, which is obviously why you guys are clicking on this video. If you are new to these objective guys, what we do, we go over all of these objectives, I give you guys my tips and tricks, and then I also do build you guys a squad builder between 15 and 30,000 coins in that range to help you guys get him done. But as I was going to say, other than this Lanzini, you've got a flashback Dembele, who is 5 segments, which I mean, yeah, he's a good card, but at the same time, for that price, I'm not even sure. But I've also just looked at the Ultimate TOTS, and how the hell has De Vrij cheesed his way into Ultimate Team of the Season? There's no Neymar or anything. You'd probably expect a Varane over De Vrij. I think it's De Vrij pronounced, which I don't understand sometimes, boys, but obviously we're just going to get straight into this Lanzini Objectives Guide. And if you guys do go on to enjoy it, make sure to drop a like and subscribe. We get Objective Guides, player reviews, all of that good stuff out. So, boys, without further ado, starting off, score 3 outside of the box goals using players with at least 4-star skill moves in the live FUT Friendly World Beaters, which we'll go ahead and have a look at that World Beaters in a minute. Now, this is not in a separate match, so you can get the score 3 outside of the box goals done in one match if you have to. And my main tip for this is literally messaging your opponent. I doubt much people will be doing golden goal. There will be people doing golden goal in this mode, do not get me wrong, but there will always be, I'd say, like 50-50. If you want to do golden goal, do it, but at the same time it's understandable because there is lots of objectives to do. With this one, usually you can just message your opponent and say, hey, could I let you get 3 outside of box goals, and you do the same for me, and you can either play it out from 3-3, or you can give them the win and just get them done that way, because outside of the box goals are a lot harder than it does seem, especially when you are coming up against like Varanes and AI blocks and all of that bullshit. Assist 4 goals using Argentinian players, score 20 goals in the live FUT Friendly, it can be with any player, so you'll easily get that. Only win 6 matches and score using Premier League players in 13 separate matches. So it will take 13 separate matches at least, which is obviously it's around 15 minutes a match, 6 minutes a half. Obviously that's not counting loading into the game and in between. So if you want to go just 13 times, or there's a better way of doing this, but I'm under pressure, right? So if you want to do 13 times 15, it will take you guys roughly 195, it will take you guys roughly 3.25 hours to complete, but that is if you can get it done. And obviously this does not count people doing golden goal, so I feel like you could probably get this done if you're a good player between 1.5 to 2.5 hours, but obviously there's no worries if it does take you longer than that. Boys, literally it looks pretty simple. We're going to go ahead, have a look at the World Beaters requirements, and then build a team. It looks like you really just want to, you need to score using Premier League players and assist with Argentinian, so really you just want to build like a Argentinian Premier League type of base team. But let's have a look at this World Beaters game mode. I'm pretty sure it was out before for another objective not long ago, but I cannot remember it at all. Right, World Beaters, at least 3 clubs. Happy days, and it is max chemistry, so you can play players off chem, which is absolutely perfect. You can play a right forward at CDM, why not? Play right forward at centre back, or a right wing at centre back, a striker at centre back, and they will get full chem, which obviously doesn't make sense to do that, but it is max chemistry and at least 3 clubs, which is happy days. Like literally I could play with my main god squad because I've got at least 3 clubs in here, as you can see. So this is going to be very easy to do, boys. Let's get into the squad builder. I said it really just does it makes sense to search your club for Premier League players and Argentinian players, and you can just build it around your club. For example, I've got Son, I've got Hector Bellerin, obviously, I've got Team of Year Bruno, Wan-Bissaka, and Kyle Walker, so it would make sense to use them. But if you guys don't know, these squad builders I build for the more casual community, so if you guys don't need help with a squad builder, then you can click off this video. But this squad builder is between 15 and 25k, so it's a very cheap squad builder, and this is to try and, you know, benefit the casuals that may not have lots of, you know, high-end Premier League players in the club. Here we go, boys. This team is coming in at roughly 20 to 25,000 coins. It's actually quite ironic because we actually have three Tottenham players in here, which is quite ironic considering Lanzini's team of season moments is for his absolute banger. Like, was it West Ham were down 3 goals 78 minutes in and they scored 3, Lanzini in the last minute? Was literally just, it was like insane, amazing. Remember when we all thought Tottenham were going to win the league literally in December? I mean, Hey, I'm sorry, Tottenham fans. I had to bring that up. But either way, boys, this is the team we have gone with. Like I said, for Argentinian players, we've got Lanzini and Lo Celso running the midfield. You don't need to use Lanzini, but we've just gone for an extra Argentinian player because obviously it's a higher chance of getting it done. And it's no harm. He's actually very solid in game. But working from left to right, we have got Richarlison, a 4-star, 5-star. One of the most OP games at the beginning, or the players at the beginning of the game, sorry. He was like, what? the 50,000. I think it was extinct at 50k. It could have been Rodrigo. But anyways, now the other dude, obviously, that we just mentioned, Rodrigo at right striker. Left mid, another player that was insane at the start of the game is Saint Maximin. Like I said, we've got Lo Celso. Not only does he look like a well-rounded card, he will also get that Argentinian assist. Lanzini as well is just kind of a backup. If you can't get an assist with Lo Celso, if it's a tight match, you've obviously still got Lanzini, which does make that, you know, it gets the chances of getting that Argentinian assist higher. And I actually used him, I think, was it for the Hector Bellerin objectives at the beginning of the game, and he's actually really solid in game. 88 balance, 84 agility. Right mid, it's going to be Nico Pepe. We love Nicolas, I don't even know how to pronounce his first name, but Pepe, we love Pepe here, and he's actually very solid in game. It's probably the best right mid prem, obviously affordable. You also do have Gareth Bale, but 83, he'll be like 6,000 or 7,000 coins. Left back, we have gone Regulion, who's actually the best gold rare budget left back. Centre back is, I'm sorry, look away boys, look away, it is Joe Gomez. It's going to be Davinson Sanchez, and at right back Hector Bellerin, and in there it is Pope. So it's a little bit of a, you know, this literally is basically a week 1 division rivals Premier League team. And the reason behind this is because you've got all the Argentinian links, you just need the Argentinian players for assists, and you've got the full Prem team. Now, into the first tip, boys, it is simply just going to be full of bench up. If you do not have, or if you have to copy this team, full of bench up with your best players. I can sub on my red Mbappe, I can sub on my TOTS Benzema, I can sub on my red, you know, you can have any bench you want, so just, obviously, you guys most likely won't have these players, but just make sure you have your best players on the bench, because obviously you can just sub them on if you're losing, and it does no harm as well. Especially if you have an Argentinian on the bench like Di Maria, then he'd be perfect, because you can sub him on and you can give the Argentinian assist with him. Just obviously you can't really start him because he doesn't get Kim. So make sure to fill the bench out. You can have whatever bench you want. Manager as well, obviously, if you are just missing Kim. Now the second tip, I say this every time, it is going to be chemistry styles. Obviously, lots of you guys will know chemistry styles, but let's take Lo Celso's card, for example. He's an 82 rated card. If we go ahead and go on Footbin, if you guys don't have Footbin, I highly recommend getting it. Not sponsored or anything, I'm too little for that, but hey, I mean, genuinely Footbin, if you guys don't have Footbin, you're living under a rock, you can get the card, you can experiment with chem styles, and it'll show them what they go up to in game. So let's say Lo Celso, let's chuck an anchor on him. He goes to an 83 rated cam, he stays an 82 rated centre mid. If you want to go for a Deadeye, boom, an 88 rated cam with a Deadeye, an 86 rated centre mid. If you want to go for an architect, he goes to an 86 rated centre mid as well. So that's just an example, you can use it for any players. Just make sure to chuck chem styles on him. You don't have to be going and buying shadows for your defenders. Just chuck an anchor. If you don't have anchors, chuck a backbone, chuck a sentinel. Any chemistry style is better than none, and it will significantly make them feel better in game. Now the third tip is an optional tip, and I'm always going to say this, it is golden goal. Obviously lots of the community knows this, but do not feel pressured into this. Don't let anyone tell you have to do golden goal, because obviously this is not a, it's not a, you know, basic golden goal game mode. Whereas icon swaps, it makes sense to do it because it benefits both of you. Whereas this, you'll be seeing people trying to play on, give it outside of the box goals, want to give assist with the Argentinian players. But boys, having a look at this once again, the score free outside of the box, you can message your opponent and assist 4 goals with Argentinians. You can get that done in the same match. Like I said, you have got Lo Celso in there for that. And if you do get it done easily, which it shouldn't be too much of an issue because you can literally get it all done in one match. You can obviously sub out I'd probably recommend, I think obviously Torreira's at Atletico now, but another budget centre mid, like I think Gabaman from Everton. If you want to take Lanzini out, if you do not need the Argentinian assist anymore, is another cheap, good option. Score 20 goals will come easily, win 6 matches once again, and score using Premier League players, which you've got a full Prem team. This is very easy. Like I said, probably take 1.5 to 2.5 hours if you are a very good player. Boys, let me know if you've got any questions down below. I will try my best to reply to them. Obviously, I'm about to go to bed now because I am in New Zealand, so the time zone's all messed up. But I mean, I'll be up for another few hours. If you've got any questions, I'll try to get back to all of them, and I'll just try to get back to all of the questions in general. Also, if you have any other tips for anyone else, make sure to leave them down below. It's been your boy Davis. Hopefully you did enjoy. Sub if you did get anything from this video. It does help out the channel a lot. Till next time, boys, happy grinding, and I mean, what a card this is.